What's going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be going over Cardano's latest news and updates, as well as Sundaeswap and the ISO claim for Sunday tokens. So let's get right into it. First things first, if you guys have ADA and you want to earn passive ADA on your ADA, also support the channel and decentralization of the Cardano network, you can do so by staking with the Jack stake pool. Now, what we're covering today is a thread by Cardano Whale going over the latest updates inside of Cardano. This is a weekly series usually, and there has been a lot going on, so let's dive into it. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, there has been a big week here on Cardano mainnet, and we even saw Optum Finance launch the stake pool operator bonds, and this offers yield products and aggregation, or Optum Finance says outside of SPO bonds, but these are the first innovation that they're putting into mainnet, and it's pretty cool to see that someone can bootstrap their pool or start to by asking lenders for ADA and then paying them quite the premium, even above staking rewards, to do so. Indigo protocol, something I've been having quite a bit of fun with lately, and I'm really glad they launched, went live with synthetic Bitcoin and synthetic US dollars in November. So far, this stablecoin is doing pretty good in my opinion, and their TVL is now up to 30 million ADA, making Indigo the third largest DeFi protocol on Cardano and steadily growing, and it only launched last month in the bear market. Pretty awesome. One of their big innovations is your ADA remains staked when putting it up as collateral. This is pretty awesome, and I did showcase this quite a few times earlier this month, but basically it's in your control as stake when you have the ADA up as collateral, so you can over collateralize and keep your ADA staked and earning rewards, which is really awesome. Fourth, Cardano has a new light wallet. Lace went live on pre-production. This is a testnet version, but I did make a small video on this, and I will be making videos on how to use Lace and the ins and outs of creating a new wallet with Lace. If you're looking forward to that and you want help, definitely subscribe to the channel. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I made a separate video. Check that out on my channel. I'll leave it linked down in the description if you are interested. Next up in the news, Cardano governance Catalyst Circle V4 vote is live. Unlike Catalyst itself, this one allows you to vote with your wallet. Circle is a Catalyst problem sensing organization that is designed to receive feedback from the community and report on it. This is live on Drip Drops if you want to check it out and participate. After that, we have the launch of the cross-chain Spectrum Labs DEX. It's getting near 73% complete for Cardano mainnet. This was the first eUTXO based DEX on Ergo, and Whale's been excited about it. I have been excited about it for quite a while. I made a bunch of videos about Spectrum, or rather ErgoDex, when it was ErgoDex, and my thoughts on how it was going to be a great DEX with a great team, and has a lot going for it on the sides of development and the people behind it. So I'm pretty excited for this. They've been working hard. I do think they are going to create something that most people aren't really expecting. I haven't seen anything from them on the marketing side in quite a while, but that's probably a good thing, meaning their heads down building, and they have been doing a lot to integrate Cardano and make the Cardano DEX here on Cardano, but also having cross-chain capabilities with Ergo is likely going to be happening there, so that's really exciting. After that, we have JED, algorithmic stablecoin, is launching January 2023, hopefully on my birthday. JED shared a screenshot of JED Pay this week, which will be doing a brief thread on next week from Whale. If you want to stay tuned for that, make sure you follow Whale. I'll leave his thread down in the description. But here's a little sneak peek. Doesn't look too fancy. The image is very high res, but the point is that there is JED Pay right here live, and you can get teased about it some more before it comes in January 2023. Back in September, apparently Meld showed a brief demo of their Meld app. Completely missed this. I did too. I haven't been paying much attention apparently to Meld, but they've been doing things. Looks slick, and it's interesting to see a mix of fiat and various crypto coins represented here. For those of you curious, here is the preview. It does look pretty nice. It looks clean, and there's all types of different fiat onboarding solutions, and apparently someone is a near billionaire. Jokes aside, something a lot of people take very seriously is privacy, and EN Coins on Cardano is building that. They introduced EN Share, private messages, and confidential data sharing on Cardano. This is a side project that will be integrated with EN Coins dApp and is powered in part by ADA Handles APIs, which is pretty awesome. Earlier we talked about Lace Wallet, and now we're talking about Geo Wallet because there are a lot of wallets on Cardano. This is a good thing. Decentralized options and lots of choices to choose from. And the Geo Wallet Android beta has went live. It looks pretty good. There's a killer feature of direct in-wallet swaps, which will appeal to many. I do really like this in regards to Eternal and Nami right now, so I'm glad that this is also an option over here on Giro. In my video yesterday, I mentioned the launch of Gucci.io, and this allows you to lend or borrow NFTs if you missed it, earn a yield on NFTs you want to hold for the long term, or short specific NFTs, basically changing the NFT game on Cardano completely. A project that I was wondering for quite a while now what they've been up to is Fi-Fi, and they have been doing some stuff, and they have interesting announcements that have released. Whale has us covered here. Vaults are getting a smart contract upgrade, and by the end of January, the DEX and bar are coming. Keeping an eye on this, and I will be too, as earlier in the Cardano developments, they were putting out some pretty awesome stuff, which got a lot of people to start participating in the DeFi scene of Cardano very early on. Quite a few apps are seeing growth on Cardano, many of which you may not have heard. This is not limited to, but is including freeloaders, DApp for smart claims, token distribution, fluid tokens, Jam on Bread, marketplace for NFTs, mutant NFTs, and explosive.io, previously CNFT.io. Next up, some real world stuff. Reworld Mobile Team is a blockchain-based telecom. The utility token WMT is a very actively traded Cardano native token, and they successfully tested using Starlink or low Earth orbits (LEO) satellites as backhaul. The World Mobile had 18,000 unique users and 188 airnodes up in Zanzibar in the last 24 hours. So there's a lot going on here with World Mobile. I'm going to make some more videos on them. I know the coverage on them has been pretty low, but they're definitely doing a lot, and having 18,000 unique users is pretty awesome. Hopefully we see this number go up and reach upwards of 100,000 in the next few months. As you may already know, MinSwap DEX saw a front-running or sandwich attack and patched the issue pretty quickly. Here's the detailed outline of what happened. I'm going to leave this link down in the description, but I did mention it earlier, and it is good to know what's going on in the ecosystem with these types of attacks and possibly how they might be solved in the future. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, Cardano NFTs are changing quite a lot, and one thing that is part of that is something called Nebula. This is basically a DApp or a DApp enabler on Cardano that the co-founder of Spaceputs have made, Alessandro, where anyone can take this code base and make their own NFT marketplace for their own collection, including the ability to set their own royalties and all of the fees associated with said marketplace. So it's really awesome. It's a ton of work, and it's a ton of open source code that is now available to everybody in the world. MuesliSwap, the Cardano DEX, has got featured again, and they will become the DEX with the highest ADA and IUSD liquidity, partly because of their organic farming program. Unlike traditional liquidity pools, your yield grows with total liquidity. This team gets economic incentives, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. IUSD is a great asset to have on Cardano. It's a stablecoin, synthetic one on Cardano. Jet isn't here yet, but we do have IUSD, and it is going pretty great. Also to mention, over the last 7 days, the projects with the highest volume in Cardano NFTs have been Mallard Order, and here is someone breaking it all down. If you want to check this out, it'll be linked down in the description. Quick update from Essential Cardano on news is Lace is polishing DApp integration and tested local node implementation. Plutus worked on increasing script capacity, security proofs of coordinated Hydra head protocol, and also published version 1 Mithril cryptography library at crates.io. Also, some things to note is statistics. As you can see here, 7.2 million native tokens, 66,000 policies, 1,151 products building on Cardano, as well as 4,300 plus Plutus scripts, and 400 of these are even upgraded to the Facil-capable Plutus v2 already. I made a whole video on this earlier today if you want to check it out, but arbitrage bots are coming to a Cardano DEX near you, and this is a very good thing. This makes Cardano markets become more efficient, and overall, just having this in play is pretty huge. If you want to know more and talk about this more, definitely check out my video on it that I made today. After this, we have Wrap Bitcoin, which feels like it's been waiting for forever to come out. Most things do take a while to roll out, especially in a bear market, but this is coming to Cardano via Aneta BC. They're rolling it out on Ergo first and showed a demo of how to do it. So on mainnet, this will be a major liquidity bridge to Cardano when it's available. At least that's what Whale reckons, and I reckon so too, as Wrap Bitcoin and Bitcoin in general is pretty popular. Also on Indigo Protocol, it even is popular. As you can see, there's IBTC here, and there is quite a bit of people participating in this. Speaking of stablecoins, in this episode in general, we've talked about quite a few of them, but ShareSlake is a Cardano sidechain powered by a fiat-backed stablecoin that can be bridged to mainnet. This is pretty cool, and we've seen some familiar stake pool operators help with their initial deployment into a decentralized network, and that includes Blade Pool, one of my favorites, and many others. So congrats to all of this, and congrats to Comrade for minting the first community block on ShareSlake's network. If you want to check out their stablecoin, I will leave this thread linked down in the description, and then you can also check out this thread here. Now, after that, we have a music revolution going on, a project that probably hasn't been talked about at all on my channel yet, which is Project Noom, buying streaming tokens. See the screenshot here. You can buy streaming tokens and also co-own the songs alongside the artists, earning royalties. They've done a few releases, including the ones mentioned here if you want to check them out. And a new release has just came out Friday, or is coming out Friday. But Noom does have a competitor, it seems, at least on Cardano. We'll see if they compete or collaborate. But this is Demu Pro, and they are making their own protocol funded by Project Catalyst. And they did a demo of their auto distribution of music royalties and music player built on top of the protocol. Gonna keep a close eye on them as well. Finally, for today's news, we have Empower.io. This is the first real-fi property platform building on Cardano. They announced partnering with the Dutch government and a local Mozambique municipality to deliver 25,000 homes in Beer, Mozambique. They made some great impact already elsewhere, but really, this project doesn't get talked about much and has a lot of real-world impact. One last thing before we go, if you've staked with Jack at all in the past year, you might want to check that your Sundaeswap or ISO rewards are there, and you can claim some Sunday if you have been doing that, or also just check if you've been staking with any stake pool, because they may have been part of this and you didn't know. But just head over to the link right here, and I'll leave this link down in the description. You can see that you'll have rewards after you connect your wallets, and then you can claim them for some free Sunday. That's all for today's video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.